YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Again, my name is Regina Perry, and today I'm going to talk to you all about how to teach your child alphabet recognition. So it's a how-to tutorial, of course, but it's also kind of a semi-product review because the product that I am highlighting is called the Alphabet Soup Sorters. And there's the product. Make sure I'm turning it the correct way. So this is by a company called Learning Resources. Alphabet Soup Sorters features 26 cans, one can for each alphabet, each of which holds 5 double-sided cards with real-life photos. There's an uppercase letter and a lowercase letter. And the activity guide basically teaches your child alphabet recognition, beginning vocabulary, sorting, and imaginative play. So at this moment, I'm going to put the box to the side, and then we're going to focus a little more on the actual alphabets and the things that are actually inside the can. So I'm going to shift the camera here just a tad bit, and then I'm going to show you what's inside. So the first letter we're going to start with today is A. And what you do is, what I do rather, is I'll show my daughter this and I'll say, hey, sweetie, what letter is this? And then she'll say A, of course. And then if she doesn't know the letter, because when you're first starting, of course, the child isn't going to know because people don't know things that they haven't been taught yet. So initially, he or she may not know. But if they don't, you tell them what it is, you have them to repeat to you. So let's go inside the canister. When we open the canister, there's various things. Like I mentioned, there's 5 real-life cards, pictures. So there's the picture of the ants. Since by the age of 3, children usually have a very extensive vocabulary. They know pretty much what everything is in the household, things out in the park. The more you travel, the more you communicate with your child, the larger and greater their vocabulary is going to be. So the reason I asked them the picture first is because 9.5 times out of 10, the child is definitely going to know what the picture is. So since they know we're focusing on the letter A, you show them the picture, they know it's an ant, you flip it over to the back side, and I'll say, what letter is that? You know, highlighted in red, I'll make sure I'm pointing directly to it. They're going to say A. So you keep going through the process. This is the capital A that's in there. Remember, I told you they have capital and lowercase. So I'll say, what letter is this? She'll say A, and I'll make her say capital A, just because, you know, capital letters and lowercase letters look differently. And I think sometimes children can get confused if we aren't teaching them right away that the difference is between the capital and the lowercase a. So these are the same letters. One is capital, one is lowercase. So I help her emphasize those terms when she's saying what the actual letters are. And then you can repeat the process with the apple. Flip it over, you go to the A. I ask her what letter is that in red, and then I'll do the same thing with the next letter. This is an alligator. I have it upside down. Flip it over and do the letter. So one of the things I want to emphasize is the more you go over the letters, you go through each of the canisters, and as he or she learn them, you can then ask them the letter next to the A. So for example, in this term, apple, my daughter knows all these letters. So I would like to continue challenging her to ensure she still remembers the other letters. So even though this can focuses on A, I'm still going to ask her the next letter, the L, and the E. And then ultimately, what I do is, what letter is this? Of course, she says A. And we go through all these, and I'm asking, what sound does letter make? After they know what the letters are, then you can focus on the sounds associated with each of the letters. Ah, or a, apple. And you know, with the vowels A, E, I, O, and U, there's long and short sounds associated with those. I try to sometimes emphasize those because it can be confusing sometimes if they think that the letter just has one strict solid sound associated with it. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. You would just repeat the same process for all of the other letters. I usually try to mix them up because pretty much since the age of 1, my daughter was able to state her alphabets in chronological order, either singing the ABC song and like without singing it because she knew the song. So I'll mix it up to ensure that she knows the alphabets. And what I do is I start off with some of the letters in her name just to ensure that she at least knows those. And that's all I have. This concludes my How to Teach Your Child Alphabet Recognition. Please comment below. Click like if you like. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day, YouTubers.